What's up, people of the universe? My name is Mankey, and welcome to Mankey Gaming. Today is Sunday, which means we're going to be randomizing a new Pokemon to build a team around. So let's go, let's do all this and generate. We'll be using Noivern. Ooh, I like using Noivern. I think Noivern is in UU or RU, both of which are tiers you've never used before or never battled in before. So, yeah, you guys know the drill. I'll be back right now. And I'm back with the team I built around Noivern. So as you can see here, we have Noivern, Doublade, Milotic, Arcanine, Mega Absol, and Nidoking. So let's bring you one by one about how I did this. So Noivern, I chose to run Life Orb, Infiltrator ability with Dragon Pulse, Boom Burst, Flamethrower, and Air Slash. So Dragon Pulse and Air Slash are the stab attacks. I could run Draco Meteor, but um, not about the special defense drops, or no, special attack drops, excuse me. Boom Burst is just there, 140 base power to hit everything, and Flamethrower is just coverage for any ice types that wanna, just attack us. Life Orb is just there to boost damage outputs. I'm pretty sure you guys may or may not have found out by now, but I hate using choice items. I know it's a very good competitive item, but I just don't like using choiced items. Like Scarf, Band, Specs. So I tend to run like Life Orb or Expert Belt over any of those. But anyways, yeah, that's Noivern. Um, kind of just there to dish damage, late game sweeper. Next we have Doublade, which is our Eviolite. It was gonna be a defense tank, but then I decided against it and decided to go uh, as the Sword Stance, Shadow Sneak, Sacred Sword, Iron Head. So if this Doublade gets set up, it can do a lot of damage. Also, it covers Noivern's weak to Rock, Ice, Fairy, and Dragon. So it covers the Rock, the Ice, and the Fairy weakness all at once. So with Iron Head and Sacred Sword. So that and Noivern also covers Double's weaknesses of fire, ground, and I can't remember the one, ghost and dark. Okay, so it covers fire and ground, not ghost and dark, but that's what Mega Absol is for, and we'll get there. We'll get to Mega Absol later. So, anyways, I ran max attack, max HP, and I ran an impish nature. So, this Doublade can actually come in, take a hit, and set up, and then still be pretty strong when it's set up, and still be pretty tanky after a setup. Um, yeah, that's pretty much the mindset behind this set. Next up, we have Milotic, and this is the core. This is the Milotic Arcanine core. Milotic is running the has a calm nature, um, but it's running max defense. That way, it can be pretty bulky on the defensive side and the special defensive side, and it's running max HP too. And also leftovers. I chose Marvel Scale over competitive because um, if I can get in probably on a Thunder Wave or something, that'd be great because my defenses would be really high, my special defense would be really high. I'm already kind of sort of slow to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, and then we have Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic Recover, Scald and Ice Beam for um, Scald Stab, Ice Beam coverage, Toxic and Recover Stall if I have to in the late game especially. So, yep, that's that. And we have Arcanine, who it's pretty much the Arcanine we brought before a few weeks back, but it's running Will-O-Wisp. So, but it's instead of running minus special defense, I found that really silly. So we just ran a bold nature minus attack because I mean we still have a decent attack, and the only attacking move we have is extreme speed, and flamethrower is better because it's stab, and it's on the special side, which is only just barely higher than the attack stats, so it doesn't really matter here between extreme speed and flamethrower. But I just chose to run a bold nature because we kind of need that special defense. Probably like to take a water hit or something. But anyways, yeah, that's Arcanine Melodic. Those are our cores. There's a physical, here's the special. Doublade is also there, but it's kind of like as a backup. Arcanine is running the Will-O-Wisp, Extreme Speed, Flamethrower, Morning Sun, same thing as last time, also with the Rocky Helmet. So, yep, that's the Arcanine Melodic. The reason I ran this core is because Arcanine is weak to rock, ground, and water, which Melodic can hit or tank pretty well. And Milotic is weak to grass and electric. We have a grass coverage on our Arcanine can take grass hits, and we have Nidoking back here who can take who's immune to electric. So that's our core right there. We also have Mega Absol, which is there to oh, I forgot to put nature on you. We're gonna go Jolly Nature, because Absol is our other Swords Dance set. We have our Swords Dance, Psycho Cut, Knockoff, Sucker Punch. I realized that um, two physical setup sweepers is not that good, especially if my opponent has a really good physical wall that we can't break through. But that's why we have Nidoking is there. Just Life Orb, Sheer Force, dish out as much special defense, um, special attacks as possible, just to really hit hard on the special side. Noivern can also hit pretty hard on the special side. Milotic is there for just breaking through the defensive walls with a toxic recover. So yeah, Absolute's pretty backed up with the rest of the team. As running knockoff to get rid of any of those items. Psycho Cut for fighting types. Once it gets a Sword Stance set up, it can just sucker punch anything away in late game. Even without a Sword Stance, Sucker Punch with a 150 base attack and stab, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. So it doesn't even have to have a Sword Stance up to be able to sweep. So yeah, that's our Mega Absol. Um, you see it says pressure, but it's actually magic bounce. It's just a pre-mega ability, but it's gonna be running. It's gonna have magic bounce. So if I open Mega Absol with the Mega Evolve, my opponent can't do anything to me immediately. So I can just knock something off, or even just set up Sword Stance. But probably not gonna happen because we all know from past battles that first turn setups are not good. Um, Lastly, we have Nidoking, Life Orb, Sheer Force with a Sludge Bomb for stab, and Sheer Force boosted because of the 30% chance. Some people would rather run Sludge Wave, but Sludge Bomb I think gets a bigger boost from the Sheer Force and Life Orb. And Earth Power, another stab. Ice Beam for coverage, all those flying types, ground types. We're running Superpower actually because I was reading through the Smogon thing for Nidoking. It says Superpower is really good against those Blissies and Umbreons who are just there to tank special hits. So Superpower would just be there to surprise them, deal back a whole bunch of damage, and then we'll be set from there. So it's running max special attack, max speed, naive nature, so we don't get the hindrance on the attack. And yeah, that's going to be our team. Once again, Noivern, Doublade, Milotic, Arcanine, Mega Absol, and Nidoking. So if you guys have any improvements you would recommend for this team, be sure to comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below and come back tomorrow for our first battle